Hi everyone! I hope you're all doing okay. The 15th till the 19th of May 2023 is Face Equality Week. This year's theme is actually really broad. So the theme is stigma, and there's just so much that I could say for this topic. So what I've decided to do is talk about one particular thing in this video, and then throughout the week stay tuned because I will be posting some YouTube shorts with other aspects of this theme that I thought were really important to discuss. So before I get started, if you're not sure what Face Equality Week is all about, then I have been making Face Equality Week videos for the past few years now, so I will link those in the description in case you want to check those out. But it's basically a week to celebrate those who look different and to try and raise awareness of what it's actually like to live with a visible difference. So like I said, this year's theme, which is chosen by Face Equality International, is stigma. So in this video I've decided that I'll talk about the common misconception that scars or looking different in general is a shameful thing. Unfortunately, at the minute we seem to be living in an image-obsessed society where sadly people tend to just pick apart all the little imperfections about themselves. Now this could be anything down to someone's weight or the spots they may have on their skin, or even down to how their hair looks or the clothes that they wear. But this little habit that we all seem to have is quite detrimental to people who actually have a visible difference, which is basically just a scar or a mark or any condition that affects your appearance. For people who were born with a disfigurement or even acquired one later in life, it can be quite hard to feel like you fit in sometimes. It's almost as though someone with the slightest little difference or someone who doesn't fit society's norms can't be seen as beautiful. But this can have a really serious impact on people. I know personally, as I was growing up looking different, I started to feel like my differences were something that I had to hide because I was worried that because I didn't look a certain way, I wouldn't be accepted for who I am. So I spent quite a number of years hiding my hand, my foot, and being ashamed of the way my face looked. It's really sad to think that because of beauty standards today, people feel like they can't be themselves. And the fact that it's having such a big impact on people's mental health just shows that something really needs to change. Being different should most definitely not be something to be ashamed of. I do feel like it is important to acknowledge that over the years things have started to improve a little bit with the body positivity kind of thing going on. On social media there's certain accounts now that I think are just amazing because they are able to show their insecurities in the hopes that it's going to actually uplift other people and make them realise that there is nothing wrong with the way they look. So I think we are very slowly getting there. But I do feel like there is still a long way to go before we can say that we live in a world where everyone is comfortable to be who they are. There was actually a recent incident on TV a few months ago that I think just highlights this even more. So there is a TV show in the UK by the BBC called Only Connect, which is basically like a little game show. Now I'm not fully familiar with this show, like I'd never watched it before, but as far as I know it's a game sort of surrounding like word associations. And in one of the rounds there was a statement sort of saying marks of shame and some words underneath it that could have been associated with that sort of category, and scars came under that. Now this is basically just telling people that scars are a mark of shame, that there's something that you shouldn't be proud of, something, like I was saying earlier, that people should hide. And I was really shocked when I found that this was actually put on TV. Now I'm not going to cover it too much in this video, but if you do want to find out more about that incident and what was done to sort of respond to it, then I think I've spoken about Changing Faces before, but they're a charity for anyone in the UK with a visible difference, and as one of their campaigners, I sort of helped them to spread the message that scars are not shameful at all, and the BBC really need to rethink the sort of content they're putting out there. So I will leave a link in the description to the response from Changing Faces because I am really incredibly proud of what they have been able to achieve moving forward from that incident. But I just thought it was important to bring up in this video because it does really highlight the fact that there is still stigma around looking different, and this is going to be the case until people actually realise the impact that labelling a visible difference as a mark of shame is actually going to have on people. It's due to this kind of ongoing negative representation that being different is still viewed as something to be ashamed of. But like I said earlier, this can really have a negative impact on people within the visible difference community. From personal experience, I used to want to hide the way I looked. I didn't feel comfortable showing my hand and my foot in public. And there's been so many times where I felt that my face has been the elephant in the room and I should address the fact that I don't look like everybody else. And it just makes that journey of self-acceptance and self-love even more difficult. Not only does it impact your own view of yourself, but it impacts other people's view of those who look different as well. So I actually think a lot of these misconceptions and this stigma leads to a lot of the bullying and abuse that people face today, because society is just uneducated about what it's really like to look different. It wasn't until I found the visible difference community that I actually started to feel happy in my own skin and like the way that I looked. Don't get me wrong, it is still difficult sometimes to accept certain things about myself, but after realising that there's so many other people like me who look different, it actually made me proud to be who I was and to look different. Knowing that you're not alone is just such a huge thing, and it has really, really helped me in my journey to self-love. Your differences don't define you, but they are a part of you, and they're now something that I love about myself. I'm proud to be different. I embrace the fact that I'm different, and I really think that being different should be something to celebrate. Scars are not shameful. Being different is not a bad thing. It's actually an amazing thing because it means you're unique and you're being yourself, and I personally now don't see anything better than that. I'm really sorry if you look different and you are still struggling with accepting who you are, and I'm really sorry if that's because of the stigma that is within society. I really do hope that one day things change and more people feel able to be themselves and love the fact that they have scars and not be ashamed by them, because they are an amazing thing. They're not a shameful thing. And I really hope that one day more people can see that too. There's still so much that needs to be done to make this a more loving and accepting world for people who look different. But I guess one thing that you could start by doing is sharing this video so that we can try and make face equality a reality. And remember to stay tuned because I'm really hoping to get some YouTube shorts uploaded as well this week, addressing a little bit more of this really broad theme of stigma, because there's, again, so much that I could say about it. So yeah, do stay tuned for that. But for now, thank you so much for watching this video. Happy Face Equality Week. Sending lots of love to you all, and I will see you again soon. Bye!